Arteries of the lower limb. The lower limb arteries consist of femoral artery, popliteal artery, posterior tibial artery, anterior tibial artery, common peroneal artery, dorsalis pedis artery, medial plantar artery and lateral plantar artery. The femoral artery is a branch of external iliac artery. The external iliac artery becomes femoral artery when it passes to the femoral triangle under the inguinal ligament. Inguinal ligament. This is the inguinal ligament. It passes down. Then, behind the knee joint, in the adductor hiatus, it becomes the popliteal artery and passes posteriorly. Then, it becomes posterior tibial artery or it branches into posterior tibial artery and anterior tibial artery. Posterior tibial artery gives one branch called a common peroneal artery and it continues as posterior tibial artery and enters the foot and then it will become medial plantar artery and lateral plantar artery. The anterior tibial artery continues anteriorly and passes down the leg and enters the leg as dorsalis pedis artery. Coming to the details of each arteries. First about in the thigh and in the gluteal region. The main artery of the lower limb is the femoral artery. It is the continuation of external iliac artery. The external iliac artery becomes femoral artery when it crosses the inguinal ligament and enters the femoral triangle. That is here. You cannot see the femoral triangle and inguinal ligament here, but remember the anatomical landmark. The external iliac artery becomes femoral artery under the internal inguinal ligament and enters the femoral triangle. In the femoral triangle, it gives a main branch called profunda femoris. It gives rise to three important branches: medial circumflex femoral and lateral circumflex femoral. It supplies posterior part of the thigh. The medial circumflex femoral also supplies the head and neck of the femur. So, this artery is fractured in case of the fracture of head and neck of the femur. These are the perforating artery. It supplies the muscles in the medial and posterior thigh. Lateral circumflex femoral artery supply the muscles of the lateral aspect of the thigh. So femoral artery is a continuation of external iliac artery. It is called as femoral artery when it enters the femoral triangle under the inguinal ligament. Then in the femoral triangle, it gives a branch called profunda femoris artery. It gives up three branches: medial circumflex femoral, lateral circumflex femoral and perforating arteries. The medial circumflex femoral supply neck and head of the femur. Lateral circumflex femoral supply lateral part of the thigh and the perforating branches supply the medial and posterior part of the thigh. Then here there is an opening called the adductus hiatus. It has anatomical importance. After exiting the femoral triangle, the femoral artery continues down through the anterior part of the thigh through a tunnel called adductor canal. This is the adductor canal. This is the anterior part of the thigh. You cannot see the femoral artery here because it is passing or it is enclosed in a tunnel called adductor tunnel. Then the opening of the adductor tunnel is called adductor hiatus. After passing the adductor hiatus, the femoral artery is called popliteal artery. Or popliteal artery is a continuation of femoral artery after it exits from the adductor hiatus. This is the perforating branches of profunda femoris. In addition to the femoral artery, the thigh receives blood supply from two other arteries. One is obturator artery and the second is superior gluteal artery and the third is inferior gluteal artery. This obturator artery, superior and inferior gluteal artery are branches of internal iliac artery. This obturator artery again divides into anterior and posterior branches supplying anterior and posterior muscles of the thigh. In brief, the arteries of the thigh are femoral artery and its branches, obturator artery and its branches, also superior and inferior gluteal arteries. Coming to the arteries of the leg. The popliteal artery descends posterior part of the thigh and give rise to genicular branches that supply the knee joint. The popliteal artery gives off many branches to the knee called genicular branches. Then, at the lower border of the popliteus muscle, it divides into anterior tibial and posterior tibial. This is the posterior tibial, this is the anterior tibial. Then, this posterior tibial supply the posterior muscles of the lower leg and it enters the sole of the foot. It gives off a branch behind the knee that is called a fibular artery or peroneal artery, which supply lateral part of the lower leg. The other division of the popliteal artery that is called anterior tibial artery comes forward and supply different muscles of the anterior part of the lower leg and at the level of lateral and medial malleolus of the foot, it enters the foot as dorsalis pedis artery. So, in the lower leg, the arterial supply is from popliteal artery. It gives many branches to the knee joint called the genicular artery. It continues and divides into anterior tibial and posterior tibial. Anterior tibial supplies different part. Posterior tibial supply different muscles of the posterior compartment of the lower leg and enters the foot. It also gives a branch called the fibular artery which supply lateral part of the lower leg. Then the anterior tibial continues and supply anterior part of the lower leg and enters the foot as dorsalis pedis artery. Then in the foot, the arterial supply is delivered via two arteries, dorsalis pedis artery and a posterior tibial artery. The dorsalis pedis artery anastomoses with the lateral plantar artery, which is a branch of posterior tibial artery to form the deep plantar arch. The dorsalis pedis here anastomoses with the lateral branch of posterior tibial artery and form the deep plantar arch. Then the posterior tibial here enters the foot and divides into lateral and medial plantar artery, supplying medial and lateral part of the foot. So in the foot, the blood supply is from dorsalis pedis artery, which is a branch of anterior tibial, or which is the continuation of anterior tibial. It will become or it will contribute to the deep plantar arch. The posterior tibial artery enters the foot and divide into lateral and medial plantar artery supplying medial and lateral part of the foot respectively. That is in brief about arterial supply of the lower limb.